Hello everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Wednesday, July the 14th, 2021, and this is my Flosstube number 16. I thank you all for coming back and spending a little bit of time with me today as I show my progress and updates on my cross stitching. If you are new here, thank you for taking a few moments out of your day to come and check me out to see what I'm stitching on. And if you are returning, thank you so very much. I appreciate all of the kind words and comments, likes that you have given me this past week. So we're going to get right into it. I actually have quite a bit of everything, and so I'm going to get right into it. Um, I have one finish. So last week I was going through my whips, um, looking for something, and now I can't even remember what I was looking for. And I happened to come across a pack. It was a pack. It's a plastic file folder that you can close, and I had all of these unfinished Jolly July projects in it. So I pulled some of them out, and I am going to be making an effort to get a few of them caught up. I think I actually made a list of them, and I think there was like five or so on the list. And so I'm going to pull some of those out and get them finished up this month also. So I went to Keepsakes on Saturday, like I said I was going to, and I took this with me so that I could get it stitched up. And it is called Christmas Cheer. And I stitched this on a 14 count Ada. By the feel of it, it probably came from Hobby Lobby, because back in 2019, that's where I was buying um, my Ada at. If I hadn't gotten into a fabric club yet, Fat Quarter Shop was the first fabric club that I was in, and it didn't start until January. So I did make a few changes. So I'm hoping that when I go back down to Keepsakes, Miss Susan or somebody can show me how to do the um, French knots for the eyes. I did change the skin tone, and it is 3864. And then because I didn't know how to do the French knots, I actually changed the little outfits and put an opposite color in each one of them. And so that is now finished, and I can add it to my Jolly July Christmas finishes that I need to fully finish. So, with that, I am going to show some previous finishes. Again, these will be Lizzie Kate, and I'll show you. It came out, these finishes I stitched in 2019, and they came out of this booklet, pamphlet. And so the first one is, sorry, I meant to get my little board out. Be Merry. And this is my favorite one out of this group, Away in a Manger. And I also did a skin conversion on Joseph and baby Jesus using that same 3864, I believe it is. I need to look that up again. And then this one. And I'm actually considering sending this to my son, Ro. He loves penguins. And so I might be, not might, I'm trying to decide if to go for a little pillow or a flat fold finish. Now this next one was actually a freebie, and I believe it was on the Lizzie Kate website, and you actually chose your own. She didn't really give you colors for it. You chose your own colors, and you just stitched it up, and it was a really quick stitch. So those were my previous finishes, and I am going to I'm going to be taking a couple of days off of work, and so I'm looking to get some fully finishing done so that I can be ready to display things when the season rolls around. So those were my previous finishes. So I'm going to move on to new starts. My first new start is Naughty List, and it is by Cherry Hill Stitchery, and she actually does have a Flosstube and a website where she sells her charts. She also has charts in different shops. So, like for instance, Fat Quarter Shop sells her patterns also. They are still downloads, but you can get them there also, or you can get them on her website. And I started this last Thursday, July the 8th, and that is where I am so far. I really enjoy it. I am using a 16 count piece of fabric that was in my stash, and the called for Weeks Dye Work flosses, and those were Turkish Red, Turkish Red, and then they called for like a white, but I just used DMC white, squash, and envy. Yeah, envy. And those are what the colors look like. And I am really enjoying stitching on this. It was going a lot faster than I thought it would. But again, a lot of people say the words go fast, so as long as you're in the right spot and don't have to tear anything out, so rip anything out. But I haven't had to do that, so I'm going to be moving right along with this coming, sorry, got the fan going. This coming week also, I'm going to, when I get to my plans, you'll see. And my next new start actually happened this morning, and it was on Heartstring Samplery's Cross Stitch Nation. And I showed you my little start last week on it, and the reason why I had to restart it was because I didn't leave myself enough margin at the top. Thankfully, I had enough sense to measure that before I started again, before I started stitching on it this morning. And so this is my WIPGO piece, one of them for the month. This is actually number 12. Yes, the turtle is number 2, the Cross Stitch Nation is number 12. And I am stitching this on a 16 count off white Aida, and because of the feel of it is Charles Craft. I just know by the feel. So, and I actually did get further this morning than what I was when I showed it last week. I have also decided to change the colors. Some of the color, well, mostly all of the colors will be changed. I am going to be, so what you just saw was this little flower right there. And I changed that from River Rocks to DMC 28 because I'm a purple person. And although red flowers are very pretty, um, one of the things Beth said in this chart is to make it your own, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So all of the border flowers going across will be DMC 28, and I'm going to also do the bottom border in that same color. And then I have, oh, I shouldn't have put it away. Here it goes. I have also chosen to do the people on the chart in different colors also. It's going to be a more diverse piece when I get finished with it. And so far I have started pulling out, and I'm just going to show you because I don't know where I'm going to put what at this point, but this is one of the dress colors, and it's DMC 4245. And so these are all very highly variegated DMCs. And so I'm going to be using, all of them are in the 4,500 range. And I am going to just be changing and doing the clothing as I go along in these different flosses. I was on the Zoom with Gary, and he was like, now you know you have to put 2 men in there now because of Ronnie's stitching, which I had already thought to put 2 men in the chart before he had said that. And I have had these flosses for quite some time. These are not new. You can get them anywhere you buy your floss at. These are just the colors that I chose, and so I don't know that I'll get to that part of it at any point in time because my goal for this week on the chart is 4 hours, and so I don't know if I'll get to people and clothing and all of that in 4 hours. So those were my 2 starts. And again, like I said, for my plans, I am going to be working on the Cross Stitch Nation for 4 hours this week. Right now I have 3 hours and 35 minutes still to go. So it took me a little while this morning. I was really like, what in the world? And then, of course, I had to look for another piece of fabric that was large enough for me to restart it on and all of that. And so, but I'm really pleased with the progress. I have actually quite a few bigger projects like that one and larger. And I think when I started them, I was a little more intimidated about the size of projects. Being such a new stitcher. And now that I have done Martin Luther King sampler and a few others, not that I've finished really big ones, but now I feel a little more confident in my stitching that I could really be successful with those projects. The other thing too is that I, in the beginning, compared myself to how fast other people got things done. And I know that for me, that's just not going to happen. I love cross stitching. I love quilting. I love crafting, period. And I don't have 8 hours a day to sit down and just stitch and do nothing else. And so I had to wrap my mind around the fact that it's going to take me longer and that I need to enjoy whatever time it takes for me to get a project done. I'm not, you know, prayerfully I'll get it done before I pass on, but because I don't have anybody to leave stitching to. Uh, my kids aren't interested at all. Um, so with that being said, a lot of some of the projects that I have charts for that I have just been, you know, keeping in my stash, I feel more confident with starting those. So now we're going to go into WIPs, and I did not write that on my notes. So I showed these WIPs, some of them last week, I'm pretty sure. Yes. And so I want to show you where my progress is. So the first one is Holly Jolly Holiday. And I just love heart and hand charts. Um, they're so, a lot of them are tiny, smaller. And so, you know, you see progress faster. So this is where I'm at right now. I have, and you can see it way better on the camera than I can even see it in person, but I put in this little snowflake. I also put in this deer. I finished the tree all the way down and actually had to take this whole section out right here because instead of coming down one square, I came down two and didn't realize it until my little deer just wouldn't get right. But you see in the middle, so there are two different colors in that tree, and it's so pretty. And then I stitched the poinsettia and the cardinal. I still need to do the back stitching for the cardinal's legs, and I still need to put in his beak and the back stitching for the December over here. But I'm going to wait to do the back stitching for the December. There is nope, that's it right there. So the rest that I have to finish, this could really be a finish this month. I need to put in these 3 snowflakes, these 2 packages, and the snowman, and there's a little, there you go. There's a little 5 stitches inside the poinsettia to make up the rest of the flower, and this will be finished. And I really enjoy stitching on this. I just put it in my little round hoop and get it done, and I really love it. The needle minder came from my friend Rebel Stitcher Designs. She is on Etsy. No, she's not on Etsy. She's on Facebook and Instagram. And I picked this one up last December, but I'm pretty sure she does still have holiday needle minders if you want to check her out. Oh, actually, she is moving, so maybe she might be closed down for a little while. So my next WIP is Have a Beachy Christmas. Beachy Little Christmas. And I am really enjoying this also. This is on a 28 count white Lugana, and I am using the called for colors, which is DMC 992 and 993. And the 992 are these X's, and the 993 is the darker shade. And so my goal on this piece was to actually get down to the A. It says have, and then yourself is backstitched. And then there are like 5 little motifs things underneath it, and then it starts Beachy Little Christmas. I have already met my goal on this. However, I am not going to put it away yet. I'm going to see how far I can get on it. Sorry about the motorcycle. I have my windows open again. So that when I am wanting to, I want to see how far I can get. This is potentially a Christmas gift for my best friend. Her and her family go to the beach every year at Christmas time. And so I think this would be a perfect gift for her. It'd be perfect for me too, but it'll really be good for her. So I'm going to keep working on that. You'll continue to see it. And another needle minder from Rebel Stitcher Designs. Sorry, I gotta keep it together. My plan is still working this week, and so I'm sticking right on with the plan. I'm actually gonna ask Robin and Carolyn in the magazine monthly challenge group, how soon are they putting out the August, so that I can be prepared and continue on this great little roll that I'm on. And it's Robin's birthday month, and so I'll have to be looking for a bird. So I'll be looking for that right away. I do know that already. My last whip for this week is, oh, that's terrible. Sorry about the glare. Is Love and Joy, and it is by October House Fiber Arts, and I am in love with these patterns. This is a great pattern, even though I've had to frog a couple of times. I think I was off. So, I had to frog this whole motif out. So then I, put this motif in. Then I had to rip this one out, and the vine and all of that. But now everything looks correct. And so that is where I have gotten to. My actual goal for this is to come all the way down and put in all the way down to Love and Joy, all the way across. No, that's not right. The left, I'm saying left, and it's actually the right side. So this is what my goal is to get finished. That whole section to the love. And I have something coming up on the 24th, the 21st and the 24th, where it is possible that I could get that all finished. I am going to keep this out though, and stitch on it all month. Once I meet my goal, I'll just record my goal and keep going on it. I love this. And I actually have, you'll see in my haul, I have another one that I would love to get started stitching on sooner rather than later. So those were all of my whips. And so now I am going to move into Stitchy Kindness and haul. I have met so many wonderful people. Between being in the monthly magazine group, being in some of the Facebook groups that I'm in, going to different events, and it really does amaze me how nice and wonderful people are. I have seen the ugliness that people can be, so to have people that go out of their way to be kind and to send you things. And it's not that I'm in it for people to send me anything, but they see something and say, I thought you would like this. It looks like something you would like. And so they send it to you. Today was a big mail day. I was just like, oh my gosh. So my friend Julie D, hi Julie, she comments on every video. We have talked online one-on-one. She is a remarkable young woman, and I am so thankful to call her my friend and for her to call me her friend. She sent me, we're in a group. She's in the monthly magazine group, and Kim from Stitches and Stuff, and I'll link them below. They're a mother-daughter group, Flosstube, and we all watch them. We've been on Zooms together. They have a Zoom, every 3 months or so, they'll put out like, let's have a Zoom, and we'll all get on there. And so Kim was starting this pattern, and she had it from the magazine. And I was like, oh my goodness, I love that, blah, blah, blah. And Julie had it in her stash and sent it to me. And it is the Nora Corbett Sunflower Fairy. And I know that her mother has had a stash, hands down, that was incredibly large. And when her mother passed away, Julie inherited that stash. And she messaged me and was like, I know my mother has that magazine. And when I find it, I'm going to send it to you. And I was just like, okay, thank you so very much. Not knowing how she feels about her mother, even though her mom has been gone, I thought, she's going to find that magazine and then she's going to be like, I can't. And I'm going to be fine with that because, it's her mom's. This came in the mail today. And Julie, I am so thankful that you have trusted me with it. Thank you. My mom is still alive, so I have had women close to me that were like mothers that have passed on. And so I know when you have something like that, it's difficult to share it with someone else. But I want you to know that I really do appreciate it, and I am going to take excellent care of it. Okay, so she also sent me, one of the things that I love about people is when people listen and actually do for you. Oh my goodness, I forgot one of my things. Okay. And they do for you. Just out of the kindness of their heart. So she sent me, and I love the trilogy. I have a few of their charts, but she knows that I love snowmen because I was born in January, so I love snowmen. And so she sent me Bucky the Snowman. She then sent me, and I'm sorry, I'm not taking these all out. There's only a couple of them. Then she also sent me the Little Sheep Virtues, and this one is Patience. And I actually think that I have a couple of these. She also sent it with the button. This one I love so much because it's all me right now. It's bottom heavy, and this is by DK DKJ Originals. No, it's DKT Originals. And it's called Bottom Heavy. And so the message on the inside says, the stitching, it's a stitched message around the inside. And it says, snowmen know it's okay to be a little bottom heavy. And so I was like, oh yes, I gotta stitch that because. And then she sent me one that's quilting from Little House Needleworks. And she sent me one from Tiny Modernist, and it's all based around the beach. And then she sent me this one from Raise the Roof, Find Your Joy and Keep It Close. And this right here is going to be a stitch for somebody. I already know who I'm going to stitch that for and send it to them. Then she sent me, it's called Purplicious, and it is all the different names of purple in all these different colored threads, and it is by Tempting Tangles Designs. It's a 2013 chart, and it is wonderful. Now the called for threads are dinky dyes, and I am not sure about stitching with those yet. But I have some purples that I could definitely stitch this in. I am not sure just yet when I'm going to start this, but I feel a birthday. I feel like this could be my birthday start. So we will have to see. I mean, it has everything. Wine, periwinkle, plum, prune, regal, amethyst. I mean, and then all the different motifs. It is just wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And she sent me a little note that I keep. Anytime someone has sent me a note, I keep them. I have them in a box, and I keep them also. And so that was my Stitchy Kindness. And then I have haul. So it was funny, last week, right after I had recorded my Flosstube, my Classic Color Works, remember I couldn't think of what the name was. It is called Floss Fix, came in the mail, and this is peach sherbet, and it is baby chick, crushed pineapple, peach sherbet, sunflower, candy corn, and tangerine. And so I don't have any of these colors in my Classic Colorworks that I already have. So this is a great pack. Excuse me. So I headed over, and they are always linked below. I have been talking with everyone on the Sunday Zoom for Garon Stitchery about doing a bisque new with Kim and Sarah, stitches and stuff. And so we were talking about it, and Gary pointed out that they had the octopus bisque new, so I picked that up so that I can start. I think they're doing it in August. I'll let you know. But I love him. He'll fit right in with all my beach theme stuff. And then, like I said, I am loving the October house charts, and so I picked up Be a Cheerful Giver. When I was a member of a church of this church, that was one of the songs that we sang during the offering, and so it brought it right back to me. And then I picked up, because it's January and I'm getting my snow wintry items put together, Little Stitch Girls January. And this, it's the saying says, if kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. And so I thought that was really cute. I don't know that I'll be able to finish it the way that she has it there. I love that finishing though. So I'm going to have to see. And then this came out at the Needlework Expo this year. And it is also by Little Stitch Girl. And it is her spring sampler. And I just thought that was so pretty. And so I picked it up. Again, I'm not for sure how I'm going to finish it, but I really love it. It's just really different. It's different for her. Sorry. And then, of course, I went down to Keepsakes, and I needed to get a couple of flosses. So I picked up WIPGO Needleworks Cocoa. And these three, I believe, came out at Market or Needlework Expo. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. And this one is vanilla custard. Okay, I can't. This one is baking tin is the middle one. And the last one is chocolate mousse. And they're in a chart that I need. Even though they were new this year, you know, charts. I needed it for a chart. I picked up these flosses because I have not started the Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt yet. I am doing a conversion, and I will talk more about that when I start it. But these are some of the colors that I'm converting over to, and they're DMC. And then I picked up a piece of, this is a piece of 32 count Lugana. It's called Silvery Moon. And this, I'm going to try 32 count on a little sorry, I thought I had it right here. It's on a little Christmas ornament. So I'm going to try the 32 count and see how it all comes, how I feel about it. And then when we were at Keepsakes, Kathy Haberman, Hands on Design, has sent her trunk show, and she had sent her new chart out, Resting Beach Face, and it sold out before I could get it. So I picked it up. When when it came back in, Miss Barbara just sat me one aside in my little bin or my little plastic bag, and so it was there when I got it. And then I also found a little cottage by the sea, and so I'll be starting that one sometime. You know, I could probably take all of my Beachy charts and frame them and just sit them up there, and then that way I just have them to look at, because Lord knows I got a bazillion of them to stitch already. So my last piece of haul is Flosstube or YouTube sends recommendations. They send me a recommendation to review this, to look at this video, and I did. And the name of the Flosstube is Violets and Verses. They are also on Facebook. They have a Facebook group, and as it turns out, she sells stuff. Who knew? So I picked up, I have seen these, I've seen different stitchers using these, and they're metal, and you can put your needle minders on it. And wouldn't you know, I don't even have one right here close to me. And so I was like, okay, I could use that. And then she showed this one. And I said, okay, I can use that. Now, the larger one also comes with a stand. And I actually did see a couple of people using these at, so this is the stand, and it just sits. I saw a couple of people using these at StitchCon, and so I was like, woohoo! Super quick shipping. She had the sale on Thursday. I sent her my PayPal information. It got mailed, I think, Friday, and it was here today. She is in Arkansas, so if that means anything. But thank you so very much, Jennifer. I'm not sure that you will ever see this, but I love it, and look forward to more of the sales. She sells project bags, organizational tools, all kinds of things on her channel on, I believe it's the first Thursday of the month. But I'll link her information below and you can check her out. So quickly, I'm going to go through my plans. I am going to continue to work on Cross Stitch Nation the rest of this week and get my 4 hours in. On the 19th, which I plan to do my next Flosstube on the 19th, but I will be stitching on Sweet Freedom. That is my monthly 19th project. On Wednesday the 21st, I will be going to the fair to see my pieces, what my pieces got. The judging will be already completed for the 2 pieces that I submitted, but I'm going, our guild has to sit and babysit quilts, so I'll be checking out my cross-stitch pieces that I am entering in the fair. And the rest of the week, I will be working on Oh My Gosh, my Lori Holt stitch card set G, and my Cool Yule. I thank you all so very much for your patience, your kind words, your support, everything. I could have never imagined in a million years that people that really don't know you would treat you better than people that know you. And for that, I am truly thankful. I work hard to be as genuine and as kind to others as they are to me. And for that, I truly am appreciative to receive the kindness that you all have given me. I thought I'll do one and, probably nobody will watch me. And now I'm really close to 450 subscribers, which is incredible to me. But I am thankful. If you have any questions about anything that I have shown, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. I have figured out how I can answer them right away as soon as I get them. Have a very great week. Get in as many stitches as you possibly can and enjoy the weather. Winter is coming. Thank you. Bye.